أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، ثم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين، حبيبي وحبيب إله العالمين، طب القلوب ودوائها وعافية الأبدان وشفائها ونور الأبصار وضيائها، أبي القاسم محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الهاديين المهديين المنتجبين المظلومين، الذين ذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
قال الله العلي العظيم في كتابه الكريم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن علم القرآن، خلق الإنسان علمه البيان، صدق الله العلي العظيم.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
My dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Inshallah, starting from tonight, I would like us to start the tafsir of Surah Al-Rahman. This surah is full of a lot to learn from. Before I start the tafsir, let me just give you briefly about the whole surah. Our scholars, they mention some of the point that this Surah Al-Rahman contains. Number one, it's one of the few surahs in the Quran that talks about blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to mankind. That is one. So as we go, you will realize that many blessings that Allah has provided us and is mentioned in this surah. That is one. Number two, also that it talks about how did Allah created human being. And inshallah, God willing, during this tafsir, we will talk about the concept of what we have, the concept of Darwin. Are we from monkey or from real human? Alright? There's a theory that is going on. Inshallah, we'll try to present what is the Islamic and the Quranic point of view about a human being's creation. Because Allah says, خَلَقَ الْإِنسَانِ. How did Allah create a human being? Inshallah, this is some of the things that Quran talks about. This surah, Surah Al-Rahman. Number three, that it talks about the creation of jinn. Jinn is also another creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That most of the time we don't talk about them, but they are mentioned in the Quran. As a matter of fact, the biggest enemy of human being is from that group, Shaitan. من الجن كان من الجن ففسق عن أمر ربه. One of the jinn. And there's surah in the Quran regarding the jinn as well. So that is one of the things that we'll be talking about in this surah. That is number three. Number four, one of the things that this surah contains is about the blessings that Allah have created in the heavens. And then the blessings that Allah has created on the earth. The blessings are two. Sometimes there are certain blessings in the earth and we are benefiting from it. And there are certain blessings on the earth we're benefiting from them as well. Surah Al-Rahman contains all of this. This is a brief about Surah Al-Rahman. Now this Surah Al-Rahman, the first thing about this surah is that this surah is one of the surah al-Makkiyah. Meaning, it was revealed in Mecca. But it's unusual to find the surah Makkiyah has that many ayahs as Surah Al-Rahman. Because Surah Al-Rahman contains how many ayahs? 78 ayahs. However, when you go to the Quran, most of the Surah Al-Makkiyah, they are very, very short surahs. And that's the difference. If you want to know the difference between surahs that were revealed in Mecca and Medina, let me give you two reasons, two ways to define. When you look at the surah, you can tell this surah is from Mecca, it was revealed in Mecca, or it was revealed in Medina, just by looking at the surah. How do you do that? Now, number one, all the short surahs in the Quran are known to be Makkiyah. All the short surahs that you can see in the Quran. For example, Surah Al-Nas, Surah Al-Tawheed, Surah Al-Falaq, Surah Al-Nasr, Surah Al-Lahab, Surah Kafirun, all these surahs were revealed in Mecca. So any short surah you found in the Quran, you don't have to look at the way it was revealed. Take this from me. This is from what? It was revealed in Mecca. That is one. But the opposite of it is what? Is Surah Madaniyah. Meaning, the long surahs that you have in the Quran, they are automatically revealed in Medina. The long surah like Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah Al-Imran, Surah Al-Nisa, Surah Al-Anfal. All these long surahs, and they are called, there are 6 of them, they call Surah ul-Awwal. The longest surahs of all the surahs in the Quran. And these are the lines, Baqarah, Al-Imran, and you go on. These surahs, they all were revealed were in Medina. So the longest surahs are known to be Surah Madaniyah. The short surahs are known to be Surah Makkiyah. That is number one. Number two, the difference between Surah Makkiyah and Madaniyah. When you look at the surah, and you look at the surah talks about usul al-din, then it's Surah Makkiyah. Usul al-din is what? Tawheed, al-Adl, al-Nubuwwah, al-Imama, al-Ma'ad. 5 things. If a surah is talking about these 5, then it automatically is Surah Makkiyah. Why? Because all the time the Prophet was in Mecca, all he was dealing with and the revelation he was receiving is about Tawheed. It's about Adalah. It's about Al-Nubuwwah. It's all about Usul al-Din. Nothing to do with the Furu' al-Din. Now, when did the Furu' al-Din start? In Medina. That's one also. When you want to tell the difference between Surah Makkiyah and Madaniyah, look at the surah. If the surah talks about things that happen to do with the Furu' al-Din, then that is the surah of Madaniyah as well. Any surah that you see, it talks about what? As-Salat, Al-Zakat, Al-Hajj, Amr bil-Ma'ruf, Al-Tawalli, Al-Tabarri, Al-Hajj, Al-Jihad. All these are known to be surahs that were revealed in Medina. That is one of the difference to tell between surahs that were revealed in Mecca and Medina. If that is clear. Now we come to Surah Al-Rahman. Surah Al-Rahman was revealed in Mecca. But when you look at the number of the ayahs, unbelievable. It's so long that if you compare with the others, this surah is unusual. That is number one. Number two, what is the value of reading this surah? When I read this surah, what is the benefit? Because you know, in the Quran, every surah has benefit. Every surah, as you read them, they have their benefit. Some of them have benefit where? In this dunya. For example, Surah Al-Naba. You want to go to Hajj? Okay, read Surah Al-Naba every night. The hadith says, لا يحول عليك الحول حتى توفق لزيارة بيت الله الحرام. You want to go to Hajj? Quran says always, the hadith says always read Surah Al-Naba. If you continue to read it on daily basis, by the time the year of Hajj comes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make a way for you. And this is mujarrab. This is something that is experienced. And you try it and you see, Allahu Akbar. That's the benefit of Surah Al-Naba. Now, what is the benefit of some other surahs? For example, Surah Al-Tawheed, right? Surah Al-Tawheed is one of the surahs also have a lot of benefit. Where? This surah has benefit after death. Where? Allahu Akbar. During the time of Tashyi' al-Janaza. After a person passes away, they say if a person reads this surah so much, they say when that person passes away, you know who comes to his janaza? Allahu Akbar. Thousands and thousands and thousands of angels comes to make sure that they follow the janaza of that person to the grave. In hadith is mentioned, one companion called Mu'adh ibn Jabal. Mu'adh ibn Jabal, he passed away. Rasulullah was invited. Rasulullah came and he did the Salatul Janazah. They took him to the grave. As they buried him, the Prophet looked to the crowd and he said, Allahu Akbar. I wish all of you could see what I'm seeing now. Yes, Ya Rasulullah, what do you see? The Prophet said, I see thousands and thousands and thousands of angels in this gathering. Ya Rasulullah, what are they doing? So they came, لِيُشَيِّعُوا هَذَا الْعَبْدِ الصَّالِحِ. They came to make sure that they are part of the funeral of Mu'adh ibn Jabal. Allahu Akbar. Now brothers, before I continue, if you and I, you have any occasion, somebody, an alim comes to your occasion, how do you feel? You feel respected. Now imagine if that scholar is not any regular scholar, no, a scholar that is known to the world level, like Ayatullah comes to your occasion, how do you feel? Now imagine if that person who comes to your occasion is even better than the regular scholar. It's an angel, and including of all those angels is the angel Jibreel. How do you feel? And you know, when you talk about Jibreel is not a regular angel. You know that. You know what the Quran describes Jibreel? Jibreel is not like any other angel, like Israfil, Mikael, and so on and so forth. No, Jibreel, when Quran describes him, in 4 words Allah describes Jibreel. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, wa alaykum assalam wa rahmatullah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he describes Jibreel, as a number 1, the quwwah. The quwwah. Allahu Akbar. The quwwah, what does he mean? Ay sahibul qudra, powerful one. You and I, you know how the Quran describes us? Allah, when he describes human being, you and I, what did he say? He said, خُلِقَ الْإِنسَانُ ضَعِيفًا. He said, you and I, we are weak. Now, Allah, the same Allah, when he describes Jibreel, he said, ذِي قُوَّةٍ عِنْدَ ذِي الْعَرْشِ مَكِينٍ. He said, Jibreel is the most powerful one. Now, how powerful he could be? Allah, we cannot imagine. That's number 1. Number 2, then Allah said, عِنْدَ ذِي الْعَرْشِ مَكِينٍ. You know where his station is? Where he locates, his location place. Allah is the one describing. He said, عِنْدَ ذِي الْعَرْشِ, next to the throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Jibreel is not a joke. That's number 2. Number 3, Quran said, مُطَاعٍ. Muta' means what? Is obeyed, and every angel out there listens and follows the command of Jibreel. That's number 3. Number 4 is Thamma Ameen, trustworthy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Allah is calling him Ameen. When I send him, Allah said, whenever I send Jibreel with something, Allah is describing he doesn't add anything or reduce anything from any mission that Allah sends him to do. Everything Allah sent him to do, Jibreel does it exactly as he was required. Ameen, Allah describes him. Now this Jibreel, if a person reads Surah Al-Tawheed, Jibreel becomes part of the funeral of that person. Now as you with me, we're talking about Mu'adh ibn Jabal, right? His funeral. Now what happened? Rasulullah said, I saw thousands of angels. They are with us in this funeral. Ya Rasulullah, What did Mu'adh ibn Jabal did to deserve this respect? Not from any human being, no, from the angels, not from all the angels, including Jibreel. And the question they asked Rasulullah, Ya Rasulullah, بما استحق معاذ بن جبل هذا التقدير عند الله. What did he do to deserve this? Wallah, you and I, we can do it too. It's not that hard. You know what the Prophet says? He said, استحق هذه المنزلة بسورة التوحيد. He deserved this because of reading Surah Al-Tawheed. كيف يا رسول الله? How? What did he do? The Prophet said, كان معاذ بن جبل يقرأها. I saw Al-Tawheed. He reads it. إذا كان ذاهبا أو راجعا. الله أكبر. When he's going somewhere, he said he always read that surah. When he's coming back, he's reading Surah Al-Tawheed. That's number one. Number two, كان واقفا أو جالسا. When he's standing, he's reading Surah Al-Tawheed. When he's sitting, he's reading Surah Al-Tawheed. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, he said, Mu'adh ibn Jabal deserved this respect because he reads this Surah Al-Tawheed all the time. That is the value of Surah Al-Tawheed. Now let's go to the Surah Al-Rahman. What is the benefit of reading Surah Al-Rahman? You know what the hadith said? It's mentioned in Bihar al-Anwar, and I think volume 92, that the hadith was mentioned that إِذَا أَدْمَنَ أَحَدُكُمْ. And idman, you know what idman means? It's amazing the Prophet used this word. Idman in Arabic to become addictive. Mudmin, addictive means you can't stop. When you say somebody's addictive, what it means is doing something that he cannot help it, he cannot stop. The Prophet said, إِذَا أَدْمَنَ أَحَدُكُمْ قِرَاءَةَ هَذِهِ السُّورَةِ. If you become addictive reading this surah, always you read it, every single day. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, يوم القيامة, the benefit of this surah, إِذَا حَشَرَ اللَّهُ الْجَمْعَ. When Allah bring all the creations together on the Yawm al-Qiyamah, they say the first thing what happens, Allah حشر الله سورة الرحمن في سورة آدمي. Then Allah resorts to Surah Al-Rahman in the form of human. Allahu Akbar. You know, the Surah Al-Rahman and Yawm al-Qiyamah, everything will be materialized. But Surah Al-Rahman will come in the form of human being. Then what happened? Then he comes in the crowd. Then he will start to pick people one after the other, one after the other. And then he lined them up. Those people who read this surah all the time. Then what happened? Then he tells the people, Ya Allah. First he talks to Allah. Then he says, Ya Allah, ishfa' lahum wa shaffi'u an-nas fihim. Ya Allah, I ask you to intervene between them, between you and them, Ya Allah. And then not only that, Ya Allah, I ask you to let them also do shafa'ah for others as well. And then they will start doing shafa'ah. Allahu Akbar. For reading this surah, you will get the honor of doing shafa'ah yawm al-qiyamah. The narration said, how much they will do shafa'ah? That is it. They will do shafa'ah until they don't have anybody else they're willing to do shafa'ah. Then they will tell them, Udkhulul Jannah. Now you are ready to go to heaven. That is one of the value of this surah. But by the way, brothers, this surah is not just reading this surah without action. When we say reading this surah, it doesn't mean that I'm going to open it and read it as the tape recorder, but I'm not practicing anything about this surah. No, that's not what we mean. When we talk about reading it, meaning you read it and you think and you practice what the surah is about. And in Islam, just reading doesn't mean anything. Or learning something without practicing, it doesn't mean anything. So when we say reading it, meaning reading plus the practicing with it. That is the benefit of this surah. Now, as we mentioned earlier, that this surah talks about what? About the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? Now, the first blessing of Allah is what? It's rahmatullah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is why the surah starts with what? The word Ar-Rahman. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الرَّحْمَنِ. The word Ar-Rahman is one of the favorite names of Allah. You know Allah has how many names? 99 names, right? But out of all the 99 names, there are certain names that are known to be the favorite names of Allah. Number one of those favorite names is the word Allah. And that is called Ismul A'zam, the greatest attribute of Allah. That there is no name out of all the names that is above the word Allah. That is one of the favorite names of Allah. That is one. Number two, another favorite name of Allah is the word Rabb. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا. This word Rabb is amazing. That is why you see awliya Allah. See, when we call upon Allah, brothers and sisters, see, these are asma'ullah that we read. Wallah, it's very important we know what they stand, where to use them, where not to use them. You can call Allah in by using any of these names. But in ilm al-irfan, you know what they say? They say every one of those names, they are known to be like prescription. They are not just names. They are prescriptions. That every prescription is there to cure some from specific sicknesses, right? You cannot take any medicine. If I have a headache, I cannot take the medicine of what? A stomach pain. If I have any stomach pain, I can't take the headache medicine. I have to take the right medicine in order to cure a specific sicknesses. The names of Allah are the same. If you and I want to call upon Allah, we have to find out what is our problem, what do we want, and then call Allah with that name. For example, if you want money, right? You want money, you want to be rich. What should you call Allah? You should call Ya Allah or Ya Rahman? No. The name that you should call Allah if you want money is Ya Ghani. Ya Ghani, the word Ghani, is one of the names that the prescription of money. If you want money from Allah, you call Allah Ya Ghani, Ya Ghani. Then you are referring to what? You want money from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you want forgiveness from Allah, do you say Ya Allah or you call Ya Shakur? No. What do you call? You say Ya Ghafoor. You want to be grateful to Allah. What do you call? You say Ya Rab? No. You say Ya Shakur. Every attribute of Allah is there for a specific thing. So you cannot just go, if I want money, I cannot say Ya Rab, I cannot say Ya Allah. No. You have to know what you want from Allah and call Him by that name, according to the Asma al-A'zam. But out of these, all the names, there are three favorite names of Allah. Allah's favorite. Like you and I, when you go on your computer, your favorites, right? Your favorite websites. You want to always go there, you click, book, you go to that website. Your favorite food, your favorite clothes, favorite of everything. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has favorite names too. Out of all the 99 names, one of the favorite name of Allah is the word Rabb. Allahu Akbar. That is why you see awliya Allah. When they call Allah, they always use the word Rabb. Let me share with you some of the examples from the Quran. Number one, Sulaiman al-Nabi. In the Quran, Sulaiman in Surah Al-Naml, after he spoke with the ant, and he wanted to ask Allah to give him the opportunity of being grateful servant, always appreciate Allah. You know what the name of it? What name did he call Allah? Now listen to the Quran. Rabbi awzi'ni an ashkura ni'mataka allati an'amta alayhi. Out of all the names, He didn't call Ya Allah, Ya Shakur, Ya Ghafoor. He said Ya Rabb. And I'll tell you why they use this word Ya Rabb. That's number one. Number two, Prophet Nabi Allah Ibrahim, also when he called Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he left Iraq and went to Saudi Arabia to find the place of Mecca, the Kaaba, the exact location to start building the Kaaba, he left his wife Hajar, and then with the son Ismail alayhi salam. What happened? As soon as he left them, he started to talk to Allah. But when you call Allah, you know what name did you call Allah? Rabbi inni askantu dhurriyati biwadin. Rabb, he called Allah. Out of all the names, he called Allah Rabb. Oh my Lord. Allahu Akbar. That's Nabi Allah Ibrahim. Nabi Allah Ibrahim also, he and his son Sulaiman, his son Ismail, when they went to ask Allah, the same thing they used, the word Rabb. Not only that, Ibrahim again in the Quran, when he called upon Allah, Rabbi ja'alni muqima as-salat wa min dhurriyyati rabbana wa taqabbal du'a. The word Rabb. Not only this prophet, our Rasulullah himself. When Allah wants to tell you, Ya Rasulullah, you want to call upon me, right? How should you call me? Allah told the Prophet, Ya Rasulullah, if you want knowledge, you want ilm, right? Allah said, when you call me, don't call me Ya Allah, Ya Shakur, Ya Ghafoor. Allah said, وَقُلْ رَبِّ زِدْنِي. Allah is telling the Prophet, Rabbi zidni ilma. Don't say waqul Allah zidni ilma. Waqul, there's no, Allah said waqul Rabbi zidni ilma. The word Rabb. That's Rasulullah, right? Now the same Allah tell you and I in Surah in Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah said, when you call upon me, you want to ask me something, Allah said, the best name I want you to call me is what? Rabb. We said, Rabbana atina fid dunya wa fil akhirati hasana wa qina. But the word is what? Rabbana, not ilahana. Rabbana. The word Rabb is one of the favorite name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not only that, brothers and sisters, that is why you see even our Imams, also when they call upon Allah, they always call upon Allah to Rabb, Rabb, Rabb. Number one, you read Hadith al-Kisa, right? Hadith al-Kisa, when you read, pay attention careful. At the end, Imam Ali alayhi salam, Mawlad, right? In Hadith al-Kisa, after he asked Rasulullah, Ya Rasulullah, akhbirni ma li julusina min al-fadl inda Allah. Tell me about what is the merit, what is the value of us being under this cover, Ya Rasulullah. The Prophet told him, you know what Imam Ali said? He said, Wallahi fuzna wa faza shi'atuna wa rabbil. Allahu Akbar. Not Wallah al-Ka'bah. No, wa rabbil Ka'bah. That's Imam Ali. Number two, the same Imam Ali alayhi salam, when Amr ibn Abdul Wud, when Abdurrahman al-Muradi, la'natullah alayh, when he came and struck Imam Ali in Salat, what was the last word Imam Ali said? Fuztu wa rabbil Ka'bah. Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, why not Fuztu Allah, Fuztu al-Ghafoor, Fuztu al-Kareem, Fuztu, all these names? Why Rabb, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen? Not only that, in Dua Kumail, when you read, pay attention careful. There is no place in Dua Kumail, as you read it, there is no place Imam Ali ever repeated a word 3 times. He mentioned Allahumma in the beginning of the word. Allahumma inni as'aluka bi rahmatik. He mentioned in Dua Kumail, Ya Mawla, Ya Sayyidi. But all of this, one time. The only name he repeated 3 times, Ya Rabbi, Ya Rabbi, Ya Rabbi. 3 times. And not just 1 time, huh? You see them that 3 times repeated. Ya Rabbi, Ya Rabbi, Ya Rabbi. Then as you go, Ya Rabbi, Ya Rabbi, Ya Rabbi. As you go down, Ya Rabbi, Ya Rabbi, Ya Rabbi. Why Ya Rabbi, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen? Because this word is one of the favorite names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, brothers and sisters. Now you see these 2 names. We mentioned the first one is the word Allah. That's favorite. The second one is the word Rabb. Now, Allah Rabbul Alameen brought the 2 of them together in one surah. to show you that these two favorite words or two favorite names are combined. And that is in Surah Al-Fatiha. You say, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Allah Rabb. The two words together were next to one another. Alhamdulillah. And then he said, Rabbil Alamin. Those both together. Allahu Akbar. These are the two favorite names of Allah. You know the third favorite name of Allah is the word Ar-Rahman, which is the beginning of the Surah Ar-Rahman. And when you get a chance, read Surah Yasin. And you look at it, how many times Allah mentioned Ar-Rahman. Ar-Rahman is one of the favorite names of Allah. And tafsir, they said, after the word Allah, the second favorite of Allah out of all the names is the word Ar-Rahman. And in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one of the names that Allah openly in the Quran, He said, I want you to call me Ar-Rahman. Allahu Akbar. Allah said in the Quran, Qul id'u Allah aw id'u Ar-Rahman. Ayyamma tad'u falahu al-asma' al-husna. Allah is saying, He said, Qul id'u, when you call. But when you call, what name should I call? He said, Qul id'u Allah. You can say Allah aw id'u Ar-Rahman. Call Ar-Rahman. Why? Because Ar-Rahman is one of the favorite names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This Ar-Rahman is known to be Ismun Khas li Jalalati. It's a name that Allah has specified just for Himself. You know, all the attributes of Allah, the 99 names, they are divided into two. Some of them you can give to other human beings. For example, the word Rahim. You can describe other human beings, Rahim, as Allah did to the Prophet. Bil mu'minina ra'ufun Rahim. You can describe other people, Razzaq, Qadir, Alim. All these are the names of Allah, Al-Alim. But one of the names that you cannot describe anybody except Allah is the word Ar-Rahman. It's Ismun Mukhtassun Lillah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah doesn't want to share with anybody. The only time you can use for somebody is when you add the word Abd to it. You say Abdul Rahman. Like you say Abdullah. But you cannot call somebody Allah or Ar-Rahman. No, it's not accepted in Islam. Because Ismun Khas Lillahi subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are the names that Allah specified just for Himself. That is Ar-Rahman. Now what's the meaning of Rahman? And why can't we use it as other names? Now look in the Mufradat al-Raghib. What did he describe the word Ar-Rahman? They say the word Ar-Rahman, ay ma'na alladhi wasi'at rahmatuhu kulla shay. Ar-Rahman means somebody whose mercy have reached to every single creature. Now question, then you or me have any mercy that can reach anybody? Any human being or angel or anybody out there who has any mercy that can reach to every human being out there? No. That is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't allow any human being to use the word Ar-Rahman except Him. Why? Because He is the only one who has the rahmah and the mercy regards to each and every single being. And that's why you see Imam Ali in the Al-Kumail, when he started the Al-Kumail, what did he say? Allahumma inni as'aluka bi rahmatika allati wasi'at kulla shay. That is the word Ar-Rahman. Ar-Rahman is one of those things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes Himself that He is Ar-Rahman. Ar-Rahman, what does it mean? Another meaning. They say, Huwa Rahimun Say Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim. Rahim, they say Rahmatun Khas. Rahman, Rahmatun Am. Allahu Akbar. What does it mean, Rahmatun Am? Ar-Rahman means He is most merciful to every single being in this world. Mu'minin aw kafirin aw munafiq. It doesn't matter. Whether a person is a mu'min, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provides him. Whether a person is munafiq, Allah provides him. It doesn't matter what type of person you are. Allah in this world is Rahman. He provides to every being. But Rahim, mukhtas. Rahim, no, it's for some and not for others. Rahim, bil mu'mineen. This is mercy is just for those who were believers. But Rahman, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives to everybody. That is the first tafsir. The word Ar-Rahman. The second word Allah describes, He says, Allama al-Quran. Allahu Akbar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Allama al-Quran. He taught Quran. Here there is tafsir. They say the reason why this ayah was revealed, Allama al-Quran, is that there is another ayah in the Quran where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about the kuffar. They came to Rasulullah. Then the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked them to do sajda lillahi subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah told the Prophet says, Usjudu lil-Rahman. Then they said, وَمَا الرَّحْمَنِ. And it's mentioned in Surah Al-Furqan. وَإِذَا قِيلَ لَهُمُ اسْجُدُوا لِلرَّحْمَنِ قَالُوا وَمَا الرَّحْمَنِ أَنَسْجُدُ لِمَ تَأْمُرُنَا وَزَادَهُمْ نُفُورًا in Surah Al-Furqan. The Holy Prophet told them, do sajda al-Rahman. They asked you, who's Rahman? Allah answered, Ar-Rahman allama al-Quran. You want to know who's Ar-Rahman? He said, he is the one who taught Quran. Allama al-Quran. Allahu Akbar. You know what Allah described himself in this ayah? Allah said, I am a teacher too. Allama min al-ta'lim. He educates and teaches. Now what does he teach? Who does he teach? Allahu Akbar. See, Allah has students too. And in the Quran, I'm going to give you some example. Who are the students of Allah and what do you need to be in order to qualify to be in the college of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Number one, you know one of the students of Allah, who Allah taught him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned them in the Quran. And Allah, brothers and sisters, it's amazing if you are blessed to be one of the students of Allah. It's a blessing that you become a student of Allah, that Allah is your teacher. You know one of those students? Nabi Allah Idris. وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا Idris. And Idris is one of the prophets of Allah. And you know why it's called Idris, by the way? Idris, I mean a dars. Dars, yes? Allahu Akbar. Idris, yes? They said, أَوَّلُ مَنْ عَلَّمَ الْكِتَابَ نَبِيَ اللَّهِ Idris. The first person to teach how to write was Idris alayhi salam. Number two, أَوَّلُ مَنْ صَنَعَ الْلِبَاسِ was Nabi Allah Idris. The first person to teach how to make clothes was Nabi Allah Idris. Now this Nabi Allah Idris, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, he said he was my student. I was teaching him. وَعَلَّمْنَاهُ صُنْعَةَ لَبُوسٍ Quran says. عَلَّمْنَاهُ, we taught him. He was our student. Allahu Akbar. Allah say, this Nabi Allah Idris, Allah say he was one of my students. Another student of Allah is whom? Is Khidr alayhi salam in Surah Al-Kahf. عبدا من عبادنا آتيناه من لدنا علما. We gave him some of our knowledge. Allahu Akbar. Now, question, brothers and sisters. What does it take to become student of Allah? Don't you feel proud? Sometimes you're a professor in the world level. Everybody wants to be part of their class. Right? It's a human being. That's a good teacher. You want to be in this class? Now you want to go and find out what does it take to become part of the students. Now if Allah is the teacher, and Allah said that I am a teacher and I teach, and you want to be part of the student of Allah, what does it take to become one of them? Allah said it in the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says you just need one. Free paper, you have to fill it out and present it to Allah and you're in. Ya Rabb al-Alameen, what does it take? What is the field? What is the form that I need to fill? Allah said in another ayah, He said, وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَيُعَلِّمُكُمُ اللَّهُ. Allah said one thing you need to do, to be taqwa. Allahu Akbar. You have fear of Allah. You have pure heart. You have a fear of Allah. You become Abdul Salah. Allah said, that's it. That's all you need. If you have this, Allah said, you come in. Allah said, وَيُعَلِّمُكُمُ اللَّهُ. Allahu Akbar. See, sometimes, let me tell you, brothers and sisters, there are some of us who are not that pure. Maybe inshallah you are and I'm not. I'm talking about myself. You know what Allah does? Allah sends somebody to come and teach them. Allah says, you're not qualified to be my students. So what I do? I send somebody, go teach. It's like a professional level, and somebody's a big professor. He doesn't teach grade 1, grade 2. No, he was high level. Because you're not qualified to be in the class of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But if you qualify to be that level, Allah says, no. Those other people, they cannot teach them. Allah says, I will take the responsibility of teaching them. For example, one of those that we have to be taught is by the prophets and other people. You know what the Quran says? هو الذي بعث في الأميين رسولا منهم يتلو عليهم آياته ويزكيهم وَيُعَلِّمُهُمْ. He teaches them. But Allah said, no, I'm not anymore. I'm going to let the Prophet to do the teaching. But some people who are muttaqi in that high level, Allah said, Ya Rasulullah, these are my students. I have to teach them, not you, Ya Rasulullah. And what are those people? Who are pure and good servant of Allah. وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَيُعَلِّمُكُمُ اللَّهُ. That's one of the highest levels. Allah said in this ayah number 2 in Surah Al-Rahman, Ar-Rahman allama al-Quran. Now you know in Islam we have 3 types of knowledge. Al-ilm. The first one they call al-ilm al-huduri. That's the first level of knowledge. This knowledge Allah gives to everyone. Kafir, mu'min, muttaqi, it doesn't matter. Everybody you can have it. That is number 1. Everybody gets this knowledge. You don't have to do anything to Allah. Allah said, this is my gift for you. Everybody. That's number 1. Number 2 is called al-ilmul kasbi. Allah said the second level of knowledge, no, you have to struggle to go get it. Allah said it's not free of charge like the first one. You have to put some effort. You have to go to the class. You have to question. You have to think. You have to ask. You have to read. You have to. Before you can earn that knowledge. But that knowledge, the more effort you put, the more you get. The less you put, the less you get. Not like the first one, huh? But the third one, and it's called ilmul ladunni. That ilm, that ilm is the highest one. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, it's mine and I give it to certain people, not everybody. And if you have that knowledge, that's that knowledge. Just ilmul ladunni. You know this that you can do? Allah, number 1, you see what others cannot see. And this knowledge is also on levels. If your iman and your taqwa is higher, you go higher. The higher your taqwa is, the higher you go. And sometimes, even among the prophet and awliya, some prophet, their taqwa is more, they see more than the others as well. Let me give you one example, and inshallah I'll end with this. When you read Surah Al-Kahf, Allah, pay attention carefully. You know Surah Al-Kahf, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about Khidr alayhi salam. What did Allah say about him? Allah mentioned in the beginning, آتَيْنَاهُ مِنْ لَدُنَّا عِلْمًا. We gave him some of our knowledge. Now this Khidr alayhi salam, he and Nabi Allah Issah and Nabi Allah Musa, as they were traveling, Nabi Allah Issah is one of the ul-Azm. He has taqwa, but the level of taqwa of Issah and Khidr were two different levels. Khidr could see this, Nabi Allah Musa cannot see. That the narration said, Khidr alayhi salam, when they were in the boat, he broke the boat because he sees something ahead. But Musa could not see it. When they're walking, he saw a little child. He goes and kills the child. Musa alayhi salam couldn't understand, why are you killing an innocent child? Then Khidr alayhi salam, alam aqul laka lan tastaqiya ma'iya sabra. Because Khidr alayhi salam could see things that we and he cannot even see. You know one of the hadiths of Imam Zayd al-Abidin alayhi salam. Imam Zayd al-Abidin says, when Allah created every one of us, Allah gave us 4 eyes. One eye yubsiru bihima amra dunya. وَأَيْنَانْ يُبْصِرُ بِهِمَا مَلَكُوتَ السَّمَاءِ. There are 2 eyes to see beyond these things. But most of us, what do? We blind them. We poke them. Like you poke somebody's eyes, they become blind. What do we do with the 2 eyes? When we poke them, how do we poke them? We poke them with ma'asi. As soon as we start to become sin, then they become blind. Then it doesn't work anymore. Then what happens? Then we are left with just 2. These are some of the alam ma wara at-tabi'ah, the world behind the scenes. But the only way you can get to that world, if you happen to be among the students of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ya Allah, we ask you, help us to be one of them, Ya Rabbi. Ya Allah, we ask you, day in and day out, help us to be the true servant of yours, Ya Rabbi. Ya Allah, we ask you, help us to have the knowledge of Quran, Ya Rabbi. Ya Allah, when you grant us the knowledge of Quran, help us to practice them, Ya Rabbi. Ya Allah, we ask you, do not end our life unless we are true servant of yours, Ya Rabbi. Ya Allah, we ask you, we are mu'mineen and mu'minat who are sick, especially Brother Adnan, his father and mother are sick in Iraq, and all mu'mineen that we know and those we don't, Ya Allah, give them the fastest recovery, Ya Rabbi. Let's recite dua, ayat al-shifa for all of them. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أما يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء 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 باسمك العظيم الأعز الأجل الأكرم يا الله 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 يا مجيب المضطرين بحق المضطر أجب المضطر إنك على كل شيء قدير. إلى أمواتكم وأموات المؤمنين رحم الله من قرأ الفاتحة مع الصلوات.
اللهم صل على